Hey, this is Big Cheese from Reddit and from the My Little Pony CCG IRC channel. And I'm going to explain what we've dubbed the Selfie loop. This is the loop that we've included into One Pace, which we actually calling this version One Shot, because of Big Shot. And this is our win condition against lots of different cases. If you don't have any friends out, we win this way. If all your friends are frightened, we can either nothing to be afraid of or win this way. If there is a Big Mac, we actually don't have perfect pace in this deck. So if there's a Big Mac out, we just use this loop. It's very versatile, used in lots of situations. Only thing that blocks it, and which actually blocked me at Nationals, was double villains with Bell Tower to prevent flipping up Changeling Infiltrators. It was painful, but great tech that I had not anticipated at all. So let's get into this. So this is going to be the board state when you start. Getting to here, you have to completely get your deck yourself, basically. This is actually my hand, not my deck. It's all cards that are uninvolved in this loop. This is my current discard pile. Nothing to be afraid of, party, and 3 IYDs. We have Twilight Sparkle Element of Magic out, paying 1 less for events and letting us peek after we play an event. DJ's out. I don't have it represented right now, but she has both the purple, orange fixer and, actually a couple different fixers. It's the pink, purple, purple, orange, and pink, white fixers to allow us to get Nothing to be Afraid of and Big Shot. This is my hand. I'm going to keep it out here so that you can see it. And I'm going to use this for peeking, so you can see what card is on top when I peek. And so over here, we have a Changeling and a Gyro. And you're automatically, as you're going through your deck, you are going to end up with this situation, essentially. So we're also going to start out with just 4 AT, and because that's all you need once you get to this point. So first thing, pay 2, play Big Shot. Now we can pay 1 to Changeling Infiltrator, reveal its source, pay cost, actually flip it up, resolve uniqueness, discard. Now, in the future, I am just going to grab the card for Changeling, whichever I'm retiring, and put it in here because it's much faster. So, we shuffle. Does not matter what order it is. This is in my deck. 1 AT left. Gyro. Search. And of course I missed this. He taps when a Troublemaker is uncovered. So we're at +1 point, but 0 AT. However, we played the Gyro. We're going to find In Your Dreams and put it into your hand. We now have 6 cards remaining. Shuffle that. First thing we do, party. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Now we peek for EOM. Leave that there. IYD calling even. It is even. Gain an AT. Peek. IYD calling odd. Gain an AT. Peek. IYD calling odd. Gain an AT. So that is the first part of the loop. Now we're at 3 AT +1 point. Now we need to gain some more AT. We need to recycle Big Shot mainly. So, what we do now is first play another CI. Shuffle. Note, this time we do not put Nothing to be Afraid of in, and you'll see why in a second. So, we have 6 cards now. First thing you do, nothing to be afraid of. Now you can actually play this because you pay the cost to play the card. It enters. There is no target, but that does not matter because you execute modifiers in order, and if something can't be done, you just continue executing the modifier. It doesn't matter if there's not a valid target for the actual modifier. So with that, what happens? Nothing except we peek. Is it an IYD? Yes, it is. So, we can leave it on top. Now we party. 1, 2, 3, peek. And that's fine. So we're gonna IYD calling odd. And it's odd, so we get an AT. Peek, IYD. IYD calling even, even. And we know what this is. It's gonna be a big shot because he's not out. So even. And there we go. We are now at 5 AT and plus 1 point. And our discard pile is ready. So now we pay 2, play big shot, 1, CI, exhaust, get a point, shuffle into discard pile. Now for this case, we're going to do the worst possible case, for both of these actually, is all 3 IYDs on the bottom. We're also actually going to pay 1 to gyro right now. I shuffled. Going to pay 1 to gyro to find an IYD, and put the other 2 on bottom, because it's the worst case, and whatever, it doesn't really matter. So now we play a party. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, there's no IYDs. We peek. Now, we look at the game state. We have 2 cards left in the deck. We know the top one, and we have 3 cards left in the deck. This is the top. We have 1 IYD in our hand, and this isn't an IYD. We know these 2 are IYDs. The last card in the deck can't be an IYD, so we're actually scrying. We can put it on the bottom, so we do. And now we know what these are, so we call IYD. So we know what this is. We don't get a chance to peek at it, but we already know what it is. So we IYD calling bottom, or sorry, not bottom, even. Oh, look, it's even. Gain an AT. IYD even. IYD odd. Oh, we're back up at 4. So, got this. Now, we're going to CI again. Big shot. And now the case where nothing to be afraid of actually really matters, playing it first. And that is when you have 6 cards in your deck, and the 3 IYDs are on bottom, and we can't play a gyro right now because you would run out of gyros if you keep doing this. You can only play 1 gyro per full iteration because you're only sacking 1 gyro per full iteration. So, nothing to be afraid of. Peek. It is not an IYD, so it goes to the bottom. Now, still 6 cards in the deck. We know that we know that one of these 3 must be an IYD because only 2 of these can be, because we know that the bottom one is not an IYD. So we play party, draw 3, peek, IYD calling even, get an AT, peek, IYD calling even, it's even, and peek, IYD calling odd, and it's odd. Up at 6 AT and 2 points. So, as you can see, you gain plus 1 AT and plus 1 point every iteration of this loop. It is infinite. By this point, you have already Hoofwrassled your opponent, so that you know they have no reaction in their hand. And so, there's nothing they can do. All you got to do is keep running this until you get to enough points to double confront for the win. And generally, you can throw in some snips and snails in here to try and get, if any of the bonuses have been taken, if you need to redo them. But generally, you only need to get to about 10 points. Probably a bit less, actually. And then double confront for the win. And that's how it works.